Welcome back, Salty Crew, to the Salty Smugglers YouTube channel. We are a family-friendly YouTube channel all about Twin Suns, all about Star Wars Unlimited. We play a lot of Twin Suns here. So if you're new here, check us out, check the prior videos. We are here with some exciting spoilers. So if you're wondering which deck we got the Ahsoka Rex Twin Suns deck. I think everybody's like buddies. I think everybody's like super excited about this one. Yeah, so
I'm very excited.
Yeah. So all right, first one up is the 501st Veteran. It is a 2-cost ground unit in Vigilance Aggression. It's a 0/4, which doesn't sound super exciting, but has 3 freaking keywords on it.
That's a lot of keywords.
Grit, Raid 1, and if it's undamaged, it has Sentinel. It's also a Republic Clone Trooper. What I mean, what more do you want in a turn 1?
I mean, there's so many opportunities for this card, not just in this deck, but we could talk about that a little later.
Oh, dude, this like literally like it's insane. It's nuts.
It's like the perfect turn 1 in those.
It is the perfect turn 1.
It's the perfect turn 1 in the fact that like with Kira, it's also not heroism. So you can literally put this in any villainy deck. So like Grand Inquisitor with Nalase, or not even with Nalase. Grand Inquisitor makes a lot of work with this. Kira makes a lot of work with this. Anything with grit. So yeah, it's exciting that they're printing more grit units too, which is really cool.
And especially throwing that Sentinel tag on it, right? So you're gonna avoid a hit at least once probably.
Yeah, so your first turn play, you're already protected, and then if somebody runs into it, now you just have a bigger beater. Also pairs well with other clones like Crosshair from, I believe this is Secrets of Power Crosshair, the one that on attack you can deal 1 damage to one of your units and then deal 2 damage to the opponent's base.
So good.
It's so versatile. It's such a great turn 1. It pairs really good with the new Maul Twin Suns leader, which is kind of crazy that it's not in that deck. But you can play Maul with blue and Twin Suns and red, and you just got so turn 1 you play this. On the same turn you use Maul's action to give it a experience token and 1 damage, and now your turn 2 you're hitting as a 3/4.
Yeah, that's just sick. That's sick. It's the perfect turn 1 play.
It's madness. It's so good. All right, next we have
Captain Vaughn. So he's a 3-cost Vigilance heroism card. Stat line's 2/5, right? So he attacks for 2, 5 health. Also has grit, which is pretty amazing. And I mean, this guy, if you think about it, this guy could be slapping for 6 every turn until he's finally defeated. And he has a when defeated trigger. You get to search the top 3 cards of your deck for a card and draw it. So he basically replaces himself. It is ridiculous.
Not only do you draw it, you get to put a card from your hand on top of your deck, which we'll talk about later, works so well with the new Ahsoka leader. Yeah. I also want to talk about grit and heroism. Heroism doesn't have enough grit, so it's good to see another unit that has grit and heroism. There's been a few times where I want some grit in my hero deck.
And not just grit, right? It's got grit and some extra play abilities that just make it even better.
Yeah, typically like for a 3-cost, you want it to be like the stats be like a 3/5 or something that equals 8. But I think the grit more than makes up for that being a 2/5.
Especially leading up to the next card.
Yeah, so our last card works perfectly with both of the other ones to trigger that grit. So we have a 2-cost aggression event, remove the chip. You can deal 2 damage to a unit, and if it's a clone, you get to ready it.
That's
This works great with both of the 2 previous cards because they both have grit. They're both clones, so you can swing, then play this card, ready, damage it, and swing again.
Yeah, for more.
and thematically, this just all fits in if you're talking about the actual shows and all of that, because I mean, what happens to the clones? They get beat up and then they get up and win in the end. Like, that's just kind of how it wins.
Yeah, and at the like worst case scenario, this is just a really bad daring raid, right? Like it costs 2 and you get to deal 2 damage to a unit. You can play it on somebody's Sentinel. So if like your opponent has a Sentinel that has 2 health left and you don't feel like readying any of your clones, you can literally just take out the Sentinel.
I mean, it's a turret killer if it only has 2 left.
It can be. That happens plenty of times.
It happens too much.
Yeah, but obviously the intended way to use it is to ready your clones. And let's go check out the leaders that are in this deck as well. We got Rex, Captain Rex. He's an aggression 6-flip leader, aggression hero. His ability, action, ready an exhausted enemy unit. Feels bad, but we'll get there. The next event you play this phase costs 1 less. So now you're playing remove the chip for 1. And you're readying a unit on an opponent's side, but there's it's Twin Suns. You make some deals.
It's Twin Suns. You make deals. It's all about the politics.
Well, I'd honestly argue that remove the chip works better on his flip side.
It does. His flip side is he flips on 6 as a 5 attack, 6 health unit clone trooper. On attack, you may ready an exhausted enemy unit. If you do, the next event you play costs 2 less.
So
This would be a free remove the chip.
Remove the chip.
Ready Rex, so you can swing again.
Exactly. It's awesome. The synergy is great, and then it also works. The Captain Vaughn works really well with the Ahsoka leader, who's also not vigilance, cunning heroism leader. When you play an event, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, look at the top card of your deck, and then you may play it without paying its cost, of course. Or you can discard it or leave it. Kind of like Ezra, right? Ezra from set 1 did that. And then her flip side, she flips on 5 as a 3/6 with raid 1, so she attacks for 4. When attack ends, look at the top card of your deck. You may play it, discard it, or leave it there on top. If you play it, it costs 1 less. So again, with events, and hers, it doesn't. When the attack ends, doesn't care if it's an event.
The card can be anything.
Yep.
So that's really nice. But Captain Vaughn sets up her pretty well too with his ability, with his wit and defeated ability.
Yeah.
Dude, Captain Vaughn, I'm like Grand Inquisitor Nalise. Like that's an auto include, right?
I think so. Get Nalise flipped, and it's off to the races.
Well, yeah, and in the Grand Inquisitor Nalise, you can include all 3 of these cards.
Dude, I know. Perfect. That's what I'm saying. Like it's great.
It's so good.
Oh, another thing on Captain Vaughn, it's a rare thing to have a when defeated on a grit unit, I found. He's, as far as grit units go, I looked this up, of all the 3-cost grit units, he's one of the strongest, being a 2/5 with grit, and then a solid when defeated, replacing a card in your hand, and then also putting a card on top that you have knowledge of, which you can use with like the Lando ability from Lawless.
Yeah.
Now you know what's on the top of your deck. You can discard that and get a credit token, or the Ahsoka ability, etc. So all around, versatile cards. They can be played in many different decks, which is awesome. Not sure what Eternal is going to look like. Remember, these precons are wide open in Eternal as well, which is cool. So thank you for joining us. Once again, if you're new here, we are the Salty Smugglers. We do a ton of Twin Suns content. Thanks again to FFG for giving us the opportunity to reveal these cards to such an awesome community. I can't stress enough how great the Star Wars Unlimited community is. Check out all the creators that are revealing cards here too. Shoot them a like, shoot them a sub. And with that said, Twin Suns!